All right, welcome to chair yoga. This will be a 40-minute class, and all you need is a seat and a non-skid surface. So if you need to put a mat down or something so your chair doesn't slide, go ahead and do that. And then when you're ready, take a seat at the edge of your chair. That way, you're not tempted to lean into the backrest for support, and you use your body as internal support to sit up tall. So first, feel for your sitting bones and your feet. Those are the two things that are touching the ground. So you could start with your feet, make them hips distance apart and point your toes straight forward. And then feel for your sitting bones and notice if you might tend to lean to one or the other more, and see if you can even that out. So you're sitting in the center of your pelvis. And that might mean you kind of have to rock forward a little bit, especially if you tend to slouch. Okay, and then roll your shoulders back, slide your ears back just slightly. That way, hopefully, you feel lighter or even weightless with the joints, the bones of your body stacked. And then close your eyes if you like, and we're just going to start with some full yogic breathing, or what's called Deerga Pranayama, complete breath. So this is a 3-part breath designed to teach us to use our diaphragm to the best of its ability and all of the lobes of the lungs. So let's begin. Just put a hand on your belly, and you're just going to take a few breaths in and out through your nose. And notice any movement under your hand. Now, if you have a tendency to hold your belly in, which some people do, you might have to consciously relax this area and just let it all hang out. But you should notice as you inhale, your belly expands forward into your hand, seeming to swell. And as you exhale, the belly draws back, receding away from your hand. So just get a sense of that. Belly expands as you breathe in. Belly draws back as you breathe out. Now bring your hands to your lower ribs. And you can hold in front or at the sides, whatever's more comfortable. And we're going to do the same thing. Just take a few breaths here. And sense your breath moving the ribs underneath your hands. As you inhale, the ribs expand outward and even up a little bit. And as you exhale, they release back down and in. So it might feel like you're widening apart as you breathe in, and then getting closer towards your center as you breathe out. Do that one more time. Inhaling, exhaling. Now take a hand to your chest, and you can use one or both. And right above the breast, right under your shoulders, sense any movement here as you breathe. And this tends to be the region that is dominant, especially if we lack awareness of our breath. So you might notice a little bobbing out and up as you breathe in, and just a releasing of all of that down as you breathe out. One more breath here. Okay, now relax your hands, and we're going to try to connect all 3 parts. So with your next inhale, feel your belly expand, your ribs broaden and widen, your chest lift, and as you exhale, that just reverses. The chest descends, the ribs pull in, the belly draws back. Inhaling again, belly expands and swells, ribs go wide, chest rises. Exhale, chest bobs down a little bit, ribs condense back in, belly pulls back. Continue that a few more times, and even draw your awareness to the back of your body. Sense how that translates behind you. And this way you're using all of the different pockets in your lungs to bring in oxygen and release carbon dioxide, improving your gas exchange, improving your energy. One more time. Now bring your hands together in front of your chest, either staying with Deerga Pranayama or just return to your natural rhythm. And if you like, you can set an intention for the rest of our practice or the rest of your day. And then when you're ready, rub your hands together, warm yourself up. And then once your hands are warm, cover your eyes, blink your eyes open, and relax your hands back down. All right, now for some movement to feel good in our body. We're gonna start with the neck and the head. So let's exhale and drop the chin towards the chest. And then inhale, slowly trace a line over to your right shoulder. Exhale, come back, chin to chest. Inhale, trace a line over to your left shoulder. And so it goes. Exhale, drop the head. Inhale, let it swing a quarter of a circle over to the right. Exhale, back down. Swing a quarter of a circle over to the left with your inhale. And just keep that going on repeat. And feel how that translates into sensation and awareness of the back of your skull, the back of your neck, and the tops and backs of your shoulders. And can you sit up tall while you do this? So just the head is leaning forward. One more time. And then bring your chin back to your chest, slowly lift your head up. Take the hands to your shoulders and start to trace some circles with your elbows. So you can imagine like you had a little crayon or marker attached to your elbows and you're just scribbling circles on the walls beside you. So you try to keep your collarbones wide from the sternum all the way out to broaden through your chest, even broaden through your upper back. And then just mobilize the shoulders as you do this. And these could be really tiny circles, they could be really large, depending on what feels good. So just experiment. And then when you're ready, trace the other way. And go slowly so you can feel how the arm bones are responding to all the connections around the chest, the collarbones, the shoulder blades, the ribs. Hopefully this feels good. If it doesn't, of course, stop and just take a break. All right, elbows up. Relax your arms down. Hopefully you build some heat in the arms and the chest. And now we'll take a twist. So we're gonna slide to the right. And as you do this, push your left hand forward, pull your right hand back towards your hip. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, turn your body to the left, other side. So you push your right hand forward, pull your left hand back. And then continue. So your arms are helping to contract the muscles around the sides of your waist, your obliques, and guide you into the twist. Notice your feet, your legs. Do they move as you do this? And if they do, can you keep them still? So it might mean you have to really push down into your heels firmly. One or two more times. Your head and neck are just going along for the ride. All right, come back to center. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, fold forward, bring your belly towards your thighs. Either hands stay on your knees, or you could slide your hands down your legs towards your feet, or even the floor. Drop your head and let it hang. And take a few breaths here. Really getting a sense of the back of the lungs, the back of the ribs opening and expanding as you breathe in. And then a feeling of getting narrower from the back of your body down towards the belly as you breathe out. So everything condenses. Inhale, feel the low ribs, middle ribs, upper ribs expand. Exhale, reverse that process as the breath recedes. One more time. Maybe turn the head from side to side, release your neck. And then walk your hands up your legs as you exhale. Push into the thighs, help yourself to sit tall again. Let your head come up very last. All right, now we're gonna draw one knee at a time into the chest. So you can either hold under your thigh or the front of your shin and just pick the knee up, pull it towards you and set it back down. And this could be a little tiny lift, just the foot coming off the ground, or you could hug it quite snug to your belly if you're able to. Now, while you do this, you may find that there's a tendency to lean back, which isn't bad, but if you engage your abdominals more, you might notice you could stay with that upright vertical spine. So squeeze the belly as you pull the knee in. Inhale to set the feet down. Exhale, pull the belly in and squeeze. And you might even find some release to the lower back here, the back of the pelvis. This is a version of Apanasana, or downward moving energy. So as you pull the knee in, it's really conducive to exhaling. So match that with your exhaling, that downward energy of breath. One more time. All right, set the feet down, take a breath in and reach your arms out and up as high as you like, maybe even looking up, and exhale, just float your arms back down to your sides and do that again. Inhale, stretch up, go wide through your fingers, exhale, arms down. And again, notice the breath flooding the body from the bottom of your torso all the way up as you inhale. And watch it recede back down, draining out of your torso. Okay, now we're gonna add on. So inhale, take the arms out and up. Sit tall, full stretch. Exhale, fold forward, lean towards your thighs, part your arms, bring your hands to your knees or slide them down your legs towards the floor, drop your head. Inhale, lift your chest, pull your hands up your legs, draw your elbows back. Exhale, fold back down. Push into your feet, push into your bottom. Inhale, lift up, sit tall. Stretch your arms, maybe look up. Exhale, lower the arms down. So that's a version of Surya Namaskar, or a sun salutation. We'll do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Release your spine over the legs. Just let it hang. Inhale, come up halfway. Pull your chest through your shoulders. Exhale, lower down. Strong legs, push into your feet. Inhale, come up. Spread your arms just like wings. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. And last time here. Inhale, full stretch. Your arms could even pause at an angle, that's fine. Exhale, lower down. You choose how far down you want to go. Tuck your chin, relax your neck. Inhale, look forward, open your chest, lift your belly off your thighs a little bit. Exhale, fold back in half. Push into your feet. Inhale, lift yourself up. And exhale, lower the arms down. Okay, hopefully you feel even warmer now. So we're gonna go back to that Apanasana that we just did with the knees. Only this time, you have an option to hold on to the sides of your chair or the armrests, if you have armrests, and really focus on the abdominal muscles to pull the thigh, pull the knee towards you, just lifting the foot off the ground as high as you like. And as you do this, Whatever foot's touching the floor, stamp that foot down for balance and support. It's going to make it easier and find some ease amongst your efforts so your abdominals don't have to work as hard. And that's really the goal with all yoga poses, is we try to involve the whole body so you don't fatigue just one region. Now, if you want to challenge yourself, you can either tap the heel towards the ground and pull the knee back in, set it down. Okay, so tap, pull it in, and set it down. Or you could kick your foot out and then set it down. So not only are you making it harder for the abdominals to support the weight of the leg, because it'll feel heavier, but you're also stretching through the back of the leg as you push through your heel and flare your toes apart. A few more times. So this could also be on the floor, straightening your leg out, resting on your heel, or pulling the knee in, your choice. Once more. And take a break, full yogic breath. Inhale from the belly, up into the ribs, high into the chest. Exhale from the chest down, through the ribs and the belly. Okay, now just relax your hands, circle your wrists. And go the other way. And then interlace your fingers, press the palms of your hands forward. Either stay here for a wrist and hand stretch, or you could lift your arms up higher, which may just be kind of right in front of your face, or you could go at a taller angle if that feels comfortable. Now, if you can get your arms all the way up, see if you can straighten through your elbows and try to pull your hands apart. That should really energize your triceps, these outer arm muscles. Take one more breath. Exhale, release your hands, lower the arms back down. Okay, now open your legs wide and let's go for a side stretch. So the legs are just going to give you something to prop your arm on. We're going to lean to the right first. So make sure the toes are pointing out in the same direction as your knees, and then tip your body over to your right knee. Bring your forearm or elbow to your thigh. Left hand comes to your hip. Roll your belly, ribs, and chest open. Stay here, or you can take your arm up or even alongside your ear if that's comfortable. And the way you know which variation is appropriate for you is where you can breathe with the most depth and ease. And keep that Deerga Pranayama full yogic breath in mind. One more inhale. And then exhale, push your elbow into your thigh, help yourself back up. And let's go to the other side. So bring your forearm to your thigh. Other hand comes to rest at your hip. You could also bring it to your shoulder if that's more appropriate. Or you could take the arm all the way up, even lengthen it alongside your ear. Now, if your arm is alongside your ear, turn your palm down and maybe even roll it back behind you. So your pinky points down, your thumb points up. And that just brings the arm bone into a more snug position in its socket. One or two more full yogic breaths. And slowly come back up. Drop the arm, heel toe your feet back in. And we're going to work the upper back a little bit. So let's start by bringing the arms out to the sides, kind of like a cactus or a goalpost shape. Fingers can come together. And we're just going to inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale to pull the elbows down. Now imagine you are sliding your arms down a wall behind you. And you can even do this at a wall later and experiment, but it will help you gain some more muscle contraction. So you're just lifting up and then pulling the elbows down. This could be a very small range of motion, or you can exaggerate it. Let's do one more here. And then lean forward if you like. So you're just taking this now at an angle. Reach your arms forward and pull the elbows back. Draw your belly muscles up and in towards your spine so you're not letting the abdomen just hang out. Recruit abdominal support. Push into your feet for leg support. One more time. And then sit back up. Relax your arms, roll your shoulders out, take a break. Reestablish your breath, your rhythm. All right, now here's another option for a shoulder stretch. You can hold on to the sides of your chair, take an inhale, and exhale, begin to lean forward. Now, if you have an armrest, you might have to get a little more creative. My chair doesn't have arms on it, so it's difficult to demonstrate. But you would try to get close to the edge of your chair, hold on to the armrest or even the back of your chair, and you lean forward just a little bit. So it helps to open your chest. Keep holding onto the chair for support. Take one more breath. And then lift yourself back up. Okay. Now, if you have an option to stand, we're going to do a couple poses standing with the support of the chair. So help yourself up and come to the side of your chair. Or if you have a chair with arms, you're going to come to the front of your chair. Well, we'll go through. You have options. So the first version, the first pose we're going to do is a lunge and then a hamstring stretch dynamically. So you can step one foot forward, the other foot back, and you decide what a comfortable length is between your legs. The further apart they are, the more challenging it becomes. Make sure your feet are about hips distance apart, and you're just going to use the chair for balance, so you can hold on to the armrest or the backrest. We're going to lunge, bending the knee to tap the edge of the seat. And this is going to help keep your alignment of the knee right on top of the ankle, and then straighten your leg. So it's as simple as that to begin. Okay, just lunging forward, bending the knee, and straightening the leg. Now you could stay with this option. If you want more of a challenge, you could step your foot onto the chair and then kind of heel toe your back foot behind you, bend the knee, and then begin to straighten the leg. You can match your breath to either side of the movement, whatever feels more comfortable. Inhaling as you lunge, exhaling as you straighten, or the opposite. Let's do one more. And then step your foot down. We're going to do the other side. So bring your other foot forward, other foot goes back. You have about hips distance between the feet. Your toes point straight at the chair. Hold on wherever you can for balance if you need it. And then bend your knee, coming into your lunge. This might mean you have to scoot your foot forward so it kind of goes underneath the seat, and your knee will tap the edge of the chair. And then straighten your leg. Okay, so you're just bending and straightening. And you'll notice, kind of sink into the heel as you lunge, and push more into the ball of the foot as you straighten the leg. Okay, you could also do this with your foot up on the seat. A few more times. And last one here. All right, step your foot down and come back to sit on your chair. Now open your feet wide apart. Bring your hands to your knees. And we're just going to do a little footwork using the arms to apply weight if we decide we want more. So lift up onto the heels, drop your heels down. And it's just gonna be that easy to begin. Heels lift, and then lower. Push into the toes as you do this and feel your calf muscles contract and engage. Okay, now if this is not challenging enough or you would like to add more resistance, you can lean forward. So now your upper body is bearing down on the legs, just like you added another dumbbell, weight, whatever, if you do weight training. I obviously don't, so whatever it's called. Do one more here. Okay, and then come back up, and we're going to bring the feet just a little bit closer to make this easier. Lift up through your toes and set them back down. So now toes lift, just stay on the heels, set the toes down. And you should feel the front of your shin start to light up. Now you could do the same thing, leaning forward. Bearing some more weight onto your legs. One more time. Okay, now we try to coordinate. So lift the heels, drop the heels, lift the toes. So it's kind of like a seesaw. You just go back and forth. And this is strengthening for the ankles. You might feel a nice stretch across the soles of the feet. The feet often get neglected. So we want to make sure that we keep that tissue soft, warm, and stretched and toned, just like the rest of the body. So if you get a chance, this is a good way to kind of even massage through the feet. One more time. All right, heel toe them back in. Pick one knee up, hold and support your leg, and just make a few circles. Go the other direction. Set that foot down, other side. You can also just cover the leg if that's more comfortable. Roll out through the ankle. Go the other direction. Set that foot down and readjust yourself if you need to. We're going to go into a hip stretch now. So let's take the right foot up. Going to bring the outer edge of your ankle or heel to your left knee. Now if your shin does not go parallel towards the floor like mine does, you might need to support your leg holding under the thigh and even the foot. Now you could stay here, sitting up nice and tall, or you could lean forward, maybe holding onto the chair, the armrest, or the seat for support. And that's going to bring the stretch more into the outer hip. Now keep this foot flexed, so push through your heel, expand across the line of your toes. Full yogic breath here, inhaling, exhaling. Feeling not just the front of your lungs open, but the back and the sides. Omnidirectional breath. Take one more breath here. You can even bring your elbows to rest on your shin. And slowly help yourself up. Step that foot back down, and we're just going to change sides. So now your left foot comes up, cross the ankle on top of your thigh, right above the knee. Notice if your knee is hovering, you're going to have to support that leg a little bit so it doesn't have to stay engaged so hard. Inhale, sit tall here. And if your leg is willing, if the knee kind of drops in line with the hip, then you can start to lean forward. Just keep this foot flexed to protect the knee joint. And take a few breaths wherever you are. can step that foot down. Let's inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, bring the arms back to your sides. And again, inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, back to your sides. Last time, like you were wiping the slate clean. Okay, and we'll take one more forward fold here. So if you like, you can have your legs in front of you with them narrow, about hips width, or you can have your legs wide apart, whatever's more comfortable. Now, if you're at the edge of your seat, just make sure your chair is not going anywhere if you decide to lean forward. Otherwise, you can just sit tall here. This can be plenty of a stretch, especially the more you pull your feet back towards you. Or you start to lean forward and you might need to bend your knees a little bit just so you don't tug the backs of your knee joints too hard. Few breaths here. Relax your face. Relax your jaw and your tongue. Last breath. And with your exhale, walk your hands up your legs if you were leaning forward. Help yourself back up. And sit back in your chair. We'll start to get comfortable for a little rest here. Now before you do that, nice exercise, which we did briefly at the very beginning of class, is just palming your eyes. So if you spend a lot of time looking at screens, if you do a lot of reading, if your eyes feel strained, this is a nice way to relax all of the little tiny muscles behind your eyeball and just let them be in darkness. So you can rub your palms together, create some heat. And the heat makes it really soothing, so get some friction going. And then place your hands over your eyes. Take a few breaths here. Let your eyes close. Relax your face. Take one more breath. Now keep your eyes closed, lower your hands back to your lap. You can rest one palm on top of the other. And just allow your body to absorb the healing energy of surrender. Even if just for a couple minutes, it's worth it. Relax any effort across the forehead, right in between the eyebrows. Relax your mouth, relax your tongue. Let both of your shoulders descend, releasing any imaginary weight that we carry around our neck, our upper back, our arms. Feel your chest open, your belly soft and responsive to your breath. Relax down into your hips and your thighs, down through the knees and shins, all the way out the feet. Let all of your effort go and stay here for as long as you can. But if you only have a couple minutes, that is worth it too. And then when you're ready to go about your day, start with some small movements in your toes and your hands, just wiggling, rotating. Maybe turn your head from side to side, loosen up through the neck. Deepen your breath. And then open your eyes. All right. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.